Well. It's Monday, baby. Now we're gonna get to the tea, but first I just need to vent a bit about what all has happened to me this weekend, honey. Now I know I was supposed to be on here Sunday to pour y'all some tea and do a live, but baby, the day I had yesterday, look. Firstly, I rose my head from my bed about 7 a.m. in the morning, craving something that I never crave, which is a waffle. I never crave sweets in the morning, but for some reason I woke up just craving a waffle. So I roll over and I look at my life partner. I said, for some strange reason, baby, I'm craving waffles this morning. And he says, you know what? Let me get up and throw my clothes on. I'll run over across the street to the Waffle House and grab you a waffle for your breakfast, baby. I said, thank you, honey. He takes off. I lay there in the bed for a few minutes, about to scroll through some socials, and I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get up, brush my teeth, and get all that situated and have my morning cup of coffee because I don't want my waffle to taste like toothpaste. So I need to get up and have coffee, brush my teeth, all that stuff before my waffle gets here. I get up out the bed and then immediately proceed to stub my big toe on the bed frame. If you know, you know. Once you stub your toe, it is all downhill from there, ho. And it was all downhill from there. I choked on my toothpaste after that. Just gagged myself, honey, on my toothpaste by accident because my phone started to ring. And I thought to myself, who on God's green earth is calling me at 7:30 on a Sunday morning? They better be prepared, honey, because I'm going to come unglued and unhinged on whoever the fuck this dude is calling me. Turns out it was my life partner. And I thought to myself, oh, hell, what is wrong? You're supposed to be going across the damn street to get me a waffle. What has gone wrong now? I just knew he was going to tell me that Waffle House was out of waffles. I just knew that's what he was going to say. That's not what he had to say at all. His car would not shift out of park. Little backstory, his car is brand fucking new. He has less than 1,000 miles on it. Yes, after 15 years of driving a piece of shit, he finally saved up enough money to put a down payment on a new vehicle. Just a small little car, but either way, only 1,000 miles on it, it would not shift out of park. I stubbed my toe. I should have already known, honey. So I go downstairs to see what's going on. Now, backstory, he knows a whole lot about vehicles. However, he did not grow up underneath the hood of one like moi. So I look at him and I say, good chances, baby. Good chances because you haven't drove your car all weekend and it's brand new. Your battery didn't get a good charge. It's not sending a good charge. The alternator, nothing else in the car is getting a good charge. And your transmission being automatic will not shift out of park. Firstly, he says, how the fuck do you know this? And I just looked at him, don't ask me dumb questions, is what I said. And he said, well, what do you think I need to do? And I said, well, you need to schedule an appointment to take it up to the dealership just to make sure it is not your solenoid that has to do with the shifting of your automatic transmission. But secondly, you need to pop that little button right there next to the gear shift that says shift lock and stick something down in it and you shift the car. He looked at me and he said, I swear to God, woman, I learn something new from you every day. I worked underneath the hood of cars for 4 years. It was my profession, dear. And I did not know this about this car. Well, his car is very similar to my car. And, well, we grew up generationally poor, and I watched my grandfather fix a door with 10 pennies and an eggshell and a push pin, dear, so there's that. Anyway, we get the car working, shifted, and all of that shit. And he takes it up to the AutoZone and has him put it on the little computer thing. And sure enough, just like I said, dead selling the brand new battery. Just a faulty battery out the damn dealership, honey. That's all that was. So he gets the new battery. He comes home. Now, I done had my waffles and all of this in between him doing all of this for me. We decide we're going to run out to the hardware store. I say, let's take my car. I'm going to let you drive. I'm going to play passenger princess today. We need to go to the hardware store because we like to tinker around our home and fix stuff and make stuff and do stuff. So we take off to the hardware store. We get all of our belongings and everything we need at the hardware store. We get up to the register. We pay for it. We get to the car. Then this man realizes he doesn't have the keys to my car. He has laid my car keys down in the hardware store. Fuck yesterday, honey. Fuck it in all of its glory. Fuck it, baby. We go in and walk the store and find the damn keys. We take our ass home. I try to get in a better mood. I get a text message to let me know another white man has unalived a bunch of motherfuckers again. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to pour tea on this right now. I've got other things to do. I'm just going to play around my house for a bit. Next thing I know, baby. Next thing I know, the phone rings. And it's another problem with a family member. Baby. So we got to run across town and help out another family member who's having another crisis of their own. We get that shit squared away. I get home. I'm walking in my front door. And my damn shoe gets caught up on the threshold for some strange reason. Something that has never happened to me in the damn 13 years I've lived in this fucking apartment. I get hung up on the threshold and come careening into my front door. Lord, I almost broke my damn neck. I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go to bed. I'm just going to go to bed. My life partner looks at me. He says, what about dinner? It's Sunday. You always make us a beautiful Sunday dinner. I said, you better order it in. You better order it in. He said, what we're going to order? I said, order some Southern cooking, baby, just like something I would make at home, honey. I order myself field peas, turnip greens, meatloaf with red sauce, and mashed potatoes. My dinner arrives. On the top of the box, it says, Christina's field peas with snaps, turnip greens, red sauce, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, 2 cornbread muffins, scribbled on the top of the box. I open the box. There's black-eyed peas, collard greens, brown gravy meatloaf, which might as well be fucking chewy steak or Salisbury steak, and mashed potatoes that have been just smothered in white gravy, which I don't even know who would order brown gravy on your meatloaf and then put white sawmill gravy on your mashed potatoes. I'm furious, baby, that my food is wrong. My life partner looks at me and he says, I don't understand why you're upset. I don't understand black-eyed peas and collards. It's meatloaf and black-eyed peas. What? Now, this man is not from the South, baby. He is not from the South, and I try my best to hold it together. And I said, first off, all greens are not the same. I said, here in the South, we make our collards with turkey necks and our turnips with ham hocks, baby. Very big difference there. And a field pea and a black-eyed pea are not the same damn thing. They're different colors, different sizes, different textures. All of it in a way different taste, baby. An entirely different taste. And if I wanted Salisbury steak smothered in brown gravy, that's what I would have ordered. I wanted red sauce, meatloaf. Honey, I was craving it. And I damn sure didn't want no sawmill gravy on my mashed potatoes. We ain't having country fried steak and potatoes. That was my day yesterday. So I thought it was a good idea not to get on here and talk about what went down all over White House town and all over the US of A with the unalivings and mass yesterday. I just thought, you know what? It is not a good day for me to speak on this shit at all. By the way, my toe is feeling better today, but I do have a big-ass bruise on my underarm from catching myself as I tripped over my own threshold yesterday. I'm lucky I didn't chip a tooth. Now, I'm going to finish drinking my coffee, snatch a knot in Cujo's ass because he is on his shit today, running his mouth in some kind of way. And then we're going to get to pouring the tea. Oh, look, I got a shirt. And, oh, baby, hold on, look. I got to make a video for this, but you should be able to find it in my showcase of the Nacho merch. It's my new bag, baby. It's my new bag. Look, ain't it so cute? It's got a little pocket here for your phone or your keys or whatever. And it's so big. Look, I've been using it all weekend, and I'm just absolutely loving it, honey, because not only can I just keep, like, my wallet in it, but I can put all kind of shit in it from the store. I ain't got to carry a separate bag. So I'm very much loving it. But I'm going to be back later to do some videos about that, honey, and also to pour the tea on all the information about what's going on. I got a few things that I got to say to the MAGA Nation, too, because they're on their shit again on the twatter streets about the Super Bowl halftime show. Anyway, I'll be back later today.